hostess with most Trinabelle, as always. Welcome back. So I just finished up a movie on Shudder. Yes, on Shudder, called The Haunted. Now this is from 1991. It is a made-for-TV movie. And here's the thing. I remember, like, when I saw the title of this movie, didn't really click, but as soon as I started the movie on Shudder, I was like, oh my god, I've seen this before when I was a kid. I think it could have possibly been a Lifetime movie or at some point been on Lifetime. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those movies. It is definitely I don't want to say necessarily cheesy movie, but like I said, it's a TV movie. And TV movies aren't always the best quality, but sometimes you stumble upon one that is relatively watchable and kind of enjoyable. And like I said, I remember this from my childhood, so I might have a little bit of an emotional connection with this, a little bit of a nostalgia type of love for this movie. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. So this is based on a true story, and I know there's a book that this movie was based off of by the Warrens, Lorraine and Ed Warren, right? I know Lorraine and it was Ed, right? If it wasn't, I'm so sorry. I know. Now, that right there, I know a lot of you guys are instantly thinking stuff like Amityville Horror, Annabelle, not the Insidious movies, the Conjuring movies, right? The Conjuring movies. This is not anything really like those. I'd say it's a little closer to Amityville Horror in the sense of like an actual haunted house, but not as crazy as Amityville Horror. Because once again, keep in mind, TV movie. So I know like a lot of the Warrens' stuff, their studies and their all this stuff that they've done and everything. Especially to more modern times, it's like first thing you think of is, you know, like I said, like Annabelle and all that stuff. So if you're kind of like me, I'm kind of like with a lot of those movies that come out from a lot of their experiences and what they've written upon and seen. You might actually kind of semi enjoy this. I'm just saying. This movie is definitely not for everyone, but I still think you guys should check it out just to give it a chance. I think it's worth at least a viewing. But, I mean, this is kind of like an old school, run-of-the-mill sort of haunted house movie based on a true story. And quite honestly, too, if you are a fan of the OG Unsolved Mysteries, this very much feels like an unsolved mystery segment, only a 90-minute movie, basically. And this might have actually, I think this may have been featured a couple of times on Unsolved Mysteries. I could be wrong on that, maybe right. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to dispute it though. But it's basically about, you know, family moving to a new home because their previous home they had to move because it was, I think it was destroyed by flood or something. So they got to move. And, you know, everything is honky-dory. And then things start kind of happening. And it's only like the mother of the house who starts noticing things, and you know she's telling her husband, not telling the kids because you know she's like doesn't want to scare the kids or anything. Husband's like, okay, you're freaking crazy. Then she kind of, you know, talks to like a neighbor or two. They're kind of like, well, you know, like a kind of skeptical, but sees that, you know, she's kind of in distress and is kind of like really seems to be genuinely looking for some help. So she offers up some different things, even mentions the Warrens kind of at the beginning of all this. And just kind of, the whole movie's kind of just the, I don't want to say the whole experience because I'm sure that they left a lot of things out, like as many as a lot of these movies do. But we just really kind of see like a good chunk of the things that this family went through and everything. Spoiler alert, but I feel like this happens almost with any sort of paranormal thing, where towards the end, we see that they did move and everything, and then come to find out that the paranormal activities went with them, and then, you kind of see then what happens, or it explains to you what happened. I won't spoil everything if they're free of ghosts or not. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'll at least let you kind of figure that one out, discover it for yourself. Oh, and speaking of Lorraine Warren, I should say there is a cameo, a quick little cameo of Lorraine in this movie, not playing herself, but she is towards the end, maybe I think it was like the last 20 minutes ish or so, where she is in the yard with all these other reporters and everything, and she's the lady who kind of like faints. So there's a little fun fact. But no, I mean, this one is definitely a decent one, like I said, especially if you're so kind of, tired with all this oversaturation of all these, like, paranormal activities, Conjuring, Annabelle, Insidious, and all of this stuff. Like, this is when I say that I like kind of like ghost stories and stuff and sort of like paranormal stuff, this is like the type of stuff that I really like. Not necessarily the more current stuff. I'm not going to totally bash the current stuff, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this already, at least like people of my age or maybe older. So I'm just saying, cause like I said, I remember as soon as I started watching it, as soon as it started playing, I was like, oh, I've seen this. So, but no, definitely check it out. Like I said, it is playing on Shudder right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of it, if you have seen it before, if you have checked it out because of this review or whatnot. Come on by, let me know what you thought of it. Be honest, I'm just saying, like I said, it's a little cheesy, but hey, made for TV movie. Anyway, guys, till next time, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.